What's up, YouTube? Back at it again with another banger video. This time we're taking a look at Batman Hush Part 11, the second to last part. And I don't know what to tell you guys. I know that Jeff Loeb and Jim Lee can make a good comic. They both had hits before this. They both have hits after this. It seems like it just really fell apart here at the end. Like, it was very good in the beginning, and then here towards the end, they just failed to stick the landing. But you'll see what I mean. Let's dive in. So it starts off with this reference to the Mike Mignola cover of when Jason Todd got killed. And we see that Jason Todd is alive somehow, and now he's older than he was when he died. So if he's been dead all this time, and he was just recently resurrected, then why is he older? That's not a plot hole. That's just actually part of the book. That's part of the mystery, and it is explained. But we'll see that he's holding Tim Drake here at the at basically knife point. He's got one of those bat rings. Also, did you know that Nightwing calls his batarangs wingdings, like the font? Just every time I read that, I'm reminded of it, and it's something that I don't really think about, but yeah, it's always surprising whenever they bring it up in the comics. But anywho, not important. Catwoman, she's back in the fight. She's using her whip to disarm Jason Todd. Batman tackles him, and they start fighting. And Batman remarks how familiar some of these fighting techniques seem. He's a better fighter than he remembers Jason Todd ever being. We see that he's got like an acrobatic fighting style now. And Batman takes out one of his batarangs and he stabs it into Jason's leg. And, it turns into a dirty fight. And it carries on for most of the issue, this back and forth. He's saying a lot of the things that we'll hear him say later on when he becomes Red Hood, under the Red Hood. But basically, how could you let me die? You let Joker kill me and then you let him live. Like, how is that fair? You replaced me. He calls Tim Drake the replacement. Anyways, their fight takes them to this church. And they climb up to the top. They have this big showdown. And on the next page, we see like a flashback sequence. This is when Batman got his rope cut. It was a batarang. He fell into Crime Alley. That was planned. It was the same alley that not only did Batman's parents get killed in, but also where he met Jason Todd. Jason Todd was just a kid. He was trying to steal the wheels off of the Batmobile. And it was the same wheel that got shot out. Remember when Batman's car gets the wheel shot out? So he's saying that he's like, I gave you all the clues. Everything was right in front of you. You just didn't put the pieces together. And Batman says, I don't believe you. You're not the Robin who died. It's an awesome double-page spread. So he's beating him up, and as he's beating him, Jason Todd starts to fall apart, and we see that he's clay. So it was a Clayface double. So Clayface, he melts away in the rain, and we get another flashback. Really good watercolor painting of Jason Todd and Batman. So Robin and Catwoman, they catch up to him up on this rooftop. It wasn't the real Hush. And Batman knew that it wasn't the real Jason Todd, too, because Jason Todd had never gotten that old, because he died when he was young. So it doesn't really make sense of why he aged in the grave. And the explanation that they give is that Clayface, trying to imitate him, he didn't really know what Jason Todd would look like older. So he just replicated Nightwing. So he basically just copied his voice and his fighting style, and that's why Jason Todd was an acrobat in this issue, and when he had never been an acrobat before. So that's the explanation. It's fine, I guess. But Batman takes off. He goes to the clock tower where Oracle is, where Oracle's stationed, and he takes her that relay device that had been found in that computer console, and he asks her to examine it. And she's like, "You're never gonna believe what was on it." And it cuts to this bridge it's been closed. Barbara found a way to hack into this bridge, and she put up these signs that says bridge closed. So Batman's gonna have this private meeting with someone who placed this relay device in the Batcave, and we find out who it is. It's this character named Harold, who I wasn't familiar with before reading this book. I guess he was in some comics. He was in some comics, although he's not that popular. I don't hear a lot of people, remembering Harold or talking about Harold in the Batman fandom. But he was a character who was mute. He was kind of a hunchback, sort of like Quasimodo, but he was really good with technology. Like, he would build stuff for Bruce, and Bruce in turn would take care of him, give him everything that he could want. And Batman finds out that he was the one who built that relay device, and he was the one that planted it in the Batcave. Because he had that intimate knowledge of the Batcave and how to break in, he was able to sneak in and put that little bug in there. So he explains that he's sorry, that he never meant to do that he didn't want to betray Bruce, but he did it because Thomas Elliot had promised to help him gain the ability to walk upright and to, give him the ability of speech. And Batman says that he's like, "Oh, I know that you always wanted to, be able to speak and be able to walk normal. I don't blame you for being, enticed by that." And then he gets shot. He gets shot right in the head and in the chest here. Execution. He gets shot. If you're friends with Batman, if you're friends with Bruce Wayne, there is a high probability that you're going to die, that you're going to get shot. And we turn the page, we see Hush. He's there. And he says, "What is a friend? A single soul dwelling in two bodies." And that's how the issue leaves off. So come back next time. It's the last chapter, chapter 12. We're going to see how everything wraps up neatly in a bow. So I'll see you there. Thanks for watching.